Okay, thank you for your question. I know a lot of people tend to confuse what is Ndebele and what is Matabeleland, whether Ndebele is just a small section of Matabeleland or whatever part. Ndebele is an amalgamation of different ethnic groups. That's what it is. I think the ethnic groups that I gave you, they form this nation called the Ndebele nation. So it is an all-encompassing entity which does not discriminate or favors any of the ethnic groups within the Ndebele nation.
Okay. Thank you. Right, moving on. You are an association that came up with an idea to create a day or an event called Matabeleland Culture Day.
Yeah.
What is the significance of the Matabeleland culture to you as an association?
Okay, thanks very much for the question. Here in the UK, we have come to realize that slowly but surely we are losing what we are and what we were in the past. But we all know that what makes us is our culture, our roots. That's what we are. So if we lose that, we lose the respect from ourselves and from anyone else that we may interact with. Therefore, we have found it prudent and very wise for us to start in our small way, to start with this event which we have dubbed it Matabeleland Culture Day, because we need to start reviving, restoring what we were in terms of our culture and any other facets of our lives as a people. So the significance of this day is to start a journey. We hope this is going to be a process, not just one event. We hope that as we start this journey, many other people along the way, and we will keep on working on it until we reach the destination.
Okay. Thank you. I have heard that in Matabeleland, or rather in that Southern African country, politicians are trying to cash in on the problems that the Matabele people have faced, most probably since 1980 or since the UN. What will be your take on that?
It is very unfortunate that the politicians only remember, particularly during election time or electioneering time, that there are people living in Matabeleland. Then they start talking about our problems as if they've got the best interest of our people at heart. But the reality is that since 1980, this song has been played again and again and again. Only a fool would not know that these people are just there to play with us, just to hoodwink us into believing that they are interested in our problems, in resolving, in solving, in dealing with our problems. But we know they are not. How many more times do we need in order for us to know the truth? Are we that dumb that we don't know or we cannot see what these people are trying to do? For how long should we give them the mandate to misrule us? I think it is better to vote for a donkey which comes from Matabeleland than to vote for people who always play with our minds. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The people of Matabeleland are known for being disunited. What do you think causes this disunity amongst the people of Matabeleland?
Let me agree to disagree with you in terms of disunity that you allude to. Yes, to an extent, the people from Matabeleland are disunited. But there are things that are stronger than anything, which will always unite us. We only need to tap into those things which unite us as a people. Maybe in terms of agreeing with you, since 1980, our people have been denied opportunities of life, be it in the employment sector, be it in education, in every sphere of life. They have been denied that opportunity. Therefore, for people, in order to survive or try to survive, they tend to buy into a system that dehumanizes them, that makes them animals. And once a human being reaches that level of thinking, of psychology, then they tend to fight against themselves. They hate themselves. They tend to love their oppressor. So you might think that they are disunited, but what they are trying to do is to survive. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay.
What is the current result to the day?
Oh, we are so excited. Everyone is excited. The build-up is just massive, just massive. The confirmations that we have heard from people who are coming just to be part of the event is so encouraging. And we are quite sure that the turnout will be massive, massive. We are almost daily as a committee having meetings just to make sure that this day becomes a resounding success. And we are so grateful that we have such a team of people so dynamic and so talented. So we are very confident that this event is going to be a resounding success.
Okay, so what should we look forward to in this day?
There are so many things that are going to be taking place on the day. There will be workshops, cultural workshops. There will be art workshops. There will be sculpture workshops. There will be speeches from Mtwakazens of, I don't know how can I describe them, because these men that will be here, they are amazing in their fields. So we are quite sure that this day is going to be a groundbreaking experience for everyone. After the event, there will be a communique that will be coming out, which we hope is going to show how people are mapping out their way forward.
Okay. This event or day has been born in Hastings, as you say. Are there any efforts to maybe in the future take it back to Matabeleland or branch out to Matabeleland?
As the day denotes, it is a Matabeleland Culture Day. Therefore, its rightful place is in Matabeleland. But not just in Matabeleland, but everywhere where someone from Matabeleland is found. If in the Middle East we've got people from Matabeleland, we hope that in the future this day will be rolled out to that geographic area as well. Be it Americas, Europe, Africa, particularly in South Africa and Botswana. We hope that we will be able to roll it out to those places as well.
Okay, thank you. We've heard of a play called The Remote Watches, and we are told this play is going to take center stage on things. Can you tell us a little bit about this play?
Okay, thank you. Maybe I'm not the right person to say something about the play. However, I know a little bit about it because I watched it, I think maybe 2 years back. It was in a place called Rai. This play is about the experiences of a gentleman called Christopher Maposa. It shows what happened during the liberation struggle of what is now called Zimbabwe, and how that independence transpired, particularly in the region of Matabeleland. What happened in Matabeleland in those early days of independence. It shows the brutality of the government of Zimbabwe against innocent, an annual day, and a bigger and better event than what we think is going to be. We know this event is going to be a success from the confirmations that we have already received, but we want to make it bigger because we know that we have suffered so much. So the more we are visible, the more we start to revive what we have lost over the years. Yeah.
like that.
You can continue.
Alright. Thank you. And I was going to ask you if this is going to be a one-off or yearly event or that kind of thing. But you already mentioned hopes of it being annual. That means you're hoping to make it a yearly event.
Yes, we are hoping to make it a yearly event because we feel that if we just do it once, yes, it will reach quite a number of people. But in order for people to start having confidence in themselves, they should start doing things on their own. Not just once, but many, many times. That on its own will start building trust amongst ourselves. Because we know that trust has been eroded significantly to an extent that we now fear each other as a people. We may prefer to mingle with other people who have got nothing to do with us, who may not help us in any shape or form, but shun our own. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. You mentioned Matabeleland, and I'm sure that the whole wide region. What drove particularly this association, investing the idea of the Matabeleland Culture Day?
As I said, culture is a part of us, a part of what we are, is our roots. Without any roots, we cannot grow. We cannot be anything. Therefore, this Culture Day, it is going to focus on the unity of all the ethnic groups from Matabeleland. Be it Kalanga, be it Shangani, be it Xhosa, be it whatever ethnic group in Matabeleland. So that at least we start to have those relationships that we have lost as a people. Those relationships will enable us to build a number of things, be it in the business front, economic front, or political front, or anywhere else. Things that will redefine us. Things that will reposition us as a people. So that when we move forward as a united entity. So this Culture Day is not just an ordinary Culture Day, but it realizes where we're coming from. It realizes our aspirational goals for the future. And those goals, we know, are going to be taking center stage, as we have put it. And this is a Culture Day. So one might ask, how does it relate to culture? But then we know that culture is something dynamic and which is formed by events in our lives. And we know that the genocide which was perpetrated or committed against our people really left an indelible psyche in our people. There is so much fear because of this genocide. our people's self-confidence has been eroded because of this genocide. So there is no way it can be divorced from our culture. So now it is part of our culture now. It is up to us how we use it to give our people, to empower our people moving forward from here. Thank you.
Okay. Interesting indeed. You say there's something which is now called Zimbabwe. Before it was called Zimbabwe, what was it called?
This concept called Zimbabwe, and it called Zimbabwe right now. Maybe if I may take you back a little bit, in 1890 or before that, there were two regions in that geographic area now. There was a place which was ruled by Lopengula, or before that by King Mzilikazi. And there were areas which were ruled by chieftaincies from the area which is known as Mashonaland right now. And the place which was ruled by King Mzilikazi and Lopengula was known as Matabeleland right now. But is Mtwagazi. Therefore, 1890, when the British came to that place, they colonized Mashonaland first. Then in 1893, they colonized Matabeleland. When they colonized Matabeleland, it was through conquest, it was through war. But when they colonized Mashonaland, there was no war at all. There was no gun which was fired. There is no country which was colonized in two stages. Therefore, it shows that these were two separate countries. And if you look at the Jameson line, it is the borderline between Mashonaland and Matabeleland, which was agreed by King Mzilikazi and the whites which were in Mashonaland. So this concept called Zimbabwe, it just came during the liberation struggle, maybe in the early 50s or so. And it materialized in 1980. But the truth is, Zimbabwe was meant to be a Shona thing. It was never a national thing in terms of encompassing everyone coming from somewhere. And if you might remember, just towards the elections of 1980, Robert Mugabe was very clear that those were two countries. He told Joshua Nkomo that, Joshua Nkomo, you can campaign in your country, meaning in Matabeleland. Then I can campaign in my country, meaning in Mashonaland. So it's very clear that these countries have always been separate. They've always been two separate entities. And if you look, even now, we still have vestiges or evidences of that. We've got a high court in Zimbabwe. We've got a state house, in Matabeleland. We've got a state house in Mashonaland. It shows that these are two different things, two separate states. Thank you.